Who the hell is number 14? I'm just going to start there.
I'm a 49er. I bleed red and gold. I've been faithful since I was 2 years old. We about to score quick and count another ring. Being a 49er means I'm a 49er.
49er faithful, it is I, Filmo Trev, coming to you live on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, but coming to y'all live to talk about the San Francisco 49ers. So join the chat and join me as we have this conversation about the San Francisco 49ers and how the backup of the backups will not be playing football that much longer. So we're going to get right into it, y'all. I'm not even going to play around. Who the hell is number 14? Okay, Daniel Mordecai, your days is up. I'm just going to be honest with you. Your days is up. Okay, I've been trying to figure out for the past 2 hours what type of job you should be working. I can't figure out if it should be UPS or at Whole Foods. But guess what? San Francisco 49ers playing football in the NFL, definitely not for you. Just got to be honest. It's not for you. Don't take that as, hard feelings. I'm just being honest with you. You are shitty. You are nothing like your dad. You are not. If I was your father, I would definitely probably get a DNA test for how bad you played today. Okay? You was going against Walmart employees and you could not jam a football in. You overthrew. You did everything you was not supposed to do. You can't read coverage. I can see why you're a backup of a backup, and I see why nepotism is real, because that's the only way that you got a job in preseason is nepotism, because of who your daddy is, because you suck, my friend. You suck. There is some high things to talk about the San Francisco 49ers. Robert Saleh, he did extremely well coaching up that defense. And I really want to know, what did y'all think? Give me your opinion. Like, what did y'all really think about the San Francisco 49ers defense? Robert Saleh, I think he's back. I think he's showing why he's one of the top defensive coordinators in the NFL. One of the top, for sure. The way that defense was flying around, the way the defense was really trying to control the line of scrimmage, absolutely. But we have to figure out something more with these backups, because here's the thing. There's going to be a cut list, okay? And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Out of the, 40 guys that played tonight, maybe 3 might make this actual roster. The rest of them, application at UPS. Application at Target, shipping and receiving, grave shift. I'm not here to be people's friends. I'm not here to be nice. I'm here to be honest with y'all, okay? What you saw tonight was not a representation of what the San Francisco 49ers will look like in the future this season. What you saw was a whole bunch of local kids getting an opportunity to play for their dream team when they was a kid. That's what you saw tonight. That's just calling it what it is, okay? A whole bunch of local guys who will never make it in the NFL getting an opportunity to play for the team that they grew up liking, okay? People coming from San Jose, Palo Alto, maybe even from Sacramento, but horrible. I see why. And I see the real reason why. I'm going to give y'all a real tip, okay? Preseason, you need bodies and you need casualty people to come out there and, practice against the ones. So why not use the local kids that really do feel like they might have an opportunity, a chance to make the roster? Why not? And that's what we saw. That's what y'all saw. What I saw was a guy who's going to be working at a bar, somebody who's going to be, an inmate at a jail. Okay? So, just the first preseason game. You know what I mean? Cuts will be next week, and I'm looking forward to seeing number 14 get cut. Mordecai. You're not your dad's child. I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all see how bad he played? Like, for real. Did y'all really see how bad he played? It was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. That's not 49er football. It's not something that's a representation of us. But there is positive things that I do want to talk about. I don't want nobody saying that I'm just being a negative Nancy, a negative Karen. Jordan Watkins. I think he's going to be prime time. I think Jordan Watkins is about to show why he was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers coming out of Ole Miss. That kid's good. That kid's damn good. He's going to go up there and go get it. Do I think he's better than Ricky P? So far, so good. He can stay healthy. He can stay healthy. He can stay healthy, and that's something that counts. We need wide receivers that can stay healthy. I think Jordan Watkins playing as good as he did in this preseason game, even though Jordan Watkins was going against Walmart employees in the future, I think Jordan Watkins really does have a chance to really be a shining star on the San Francisco 49ers team. Okay? He got some speed. He can go catch the ball. The way he runs his routes, the leverage that he was pulling on them corners, I like what I saw. I like what I saw, and I definitely see Jordan Watkins being a dog for the San Francisco 49ers. And I hope he keeps number 17 because that number 17 looked damn good on him. That number 17 looked damn good on him. I can't lie to y'all. I can't lie one bit. I love what I saw from him. I really did. I love what I saw. Martin, the outside linebacker, I like what I saw from him. I don't think he's going to beat out Winters. I don't see that happening. Okay. I don't see him being out Winters for that outside linebacker spot, but he's a dog. And I would love to see what he can really do on special teams once we get into the season. Okay. But Jordan Watkins, shining star. Martin, shining star. Khalil Davis. The only problem with Khalil Davis is he can't seem to stay healthy. That's his only issue. He's a phenomenal nose tackle. I love what I see. That's a real dog at the nose tackle position. But his only issue is he can't stay healthy. If that young man learned how to stay healthy and stop eating bonbons and ice cream bars, okay, and been consistent in the gym, I see nothing but high hopes for him. Okay? But guess what? He's definitely on the hot seat. He is definitely on the hot seat. Somebody put in the chat right now, we better hope Purdy stays healthy all year. Listen, don't worry about Purdy. Purdy's going to be A-okay, okay? But there is somebody I definitely want to talk about. I want to talk about Spencer Burford, number 74, who is really working his butt off for that swinging tackle position. But we're going to talk about him in a second, okay? Because Spencer Burford, I'm not going to lie to y'all, he is a friend of mine. And I won't even say like a close friend, but he's somebody that we follow each other on social media. We've talked about playing, Madden against each other. So we're going to talk about him in a second. But I'm going to be respectful. But we are going to talk about Spencer Burford and his performance today as well. So we're going to get to about that in a second. Is there anything directly that y'all want to speak about? Anything directly? I'm going to check on the TikTok right now, reading the TikTok. Anything directly I want to talk about the San Francisco 49ers? Anything? I don't know about Flowers, the corner, because there's literally 10 seconds left of the first half, and you give up a touchdown. I don't know what the hell was going through your head. Yes, it was a perfect catch. It was a perfect throw. But at the same time, you could have pressed him. You could have jammed him. You could have did more off the line of scrimmage. You could have did more, and you didn't. I would just talk about cutting you. I wouldn't cut you, but I would at least make you think you was going to get cut for the way you played in that first half, because that was caca. That was garbage. Flowers, your days might be numbered, okay? You're going to be looking at a man like me telling you put the fries in the bag for the way you played in that first half. Welcome back, Salah. Absolutely. Absolutely. The defense will be scary. I think the defense is going to be very scary. Because it's something about having a defensive coordinator on the actual sideline in your face that's not all the way up in the booth drinking Jack and Coke that changes the way the defensive looks, the way the defensive feels. Knowing that your boss is right there on the sideline changes the dynamics of everything, of what's going on. It changes everything. I love having Salah on the sidelines. I absolutely love having Salah on the sidelines. He's exactly what the 49ers need. He's proven in that I want to say in the first quarter, not the whole game, but that first quarter, he proved why he's a top 5 defensive coordinator in the NFL. He deserves every penny that we gave him. Every penny. Robert Saleh, hands down, is going to be phenomenal for us this year. Phenomenal. I'm so happy we have him back. His passion is second to none. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Can't agree with you more. for the people that have never played football, it's like having your dad every time you go on the field. And he's just so proud of you because every time you do good, he gives you that passion. He gives you that motivation when you come to the sideline of you did good. And you always want to have and make your father proud. You always do. So, yeah, I'm extremely happy for that. Extremely. Anything else directly we need to talk about? Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. Ain't really that much to talk about when you watch UPS workers play football for the last time. There's really not much you can say about that. Like, what can you honestly say? Okay. We know that they stinky. We know that they shouldn't be playing football. Okay. Starters in secondary need people to go against. That's what you saw. A whole bunch of people playing their last bit of football. Okay. So to all the players out there that played tonight who think they're not going to make the roster, I'm going to just be honest with you. You're not going to make the roster, okay? Your agent's going to call, and he's going to call around, and he's going to keep on playing around, and he's going to call from team to team to team saying, hey, I might have a guy for you, okay? And you're going to be hoping that someone gets injured for you to make a roster and get a position. That's what happens in the NFL in preseason, okay? The only reason why y'all Walmart employees get a job in the NFL is because someone got injured and your agent just knows the right person over player personnel. But from all the people that I saw tonight, none of them should get jobs outside for the people I named. Outside the people that I named. Oh, not to mention the center. The center, I can't think of his name right now. Number 66. Hold on, off the top of my head. Hold on, I'm looking at the roster right now. Give me a second. Number 66. Drake Nugent. He's a beast. Drake Nugent from Michigan, I think he definitely needs to be our starting center. He's short. That's his only issue. It says right here on the roster that Drake Nugent 6'1". I'm going to say he's about 5'11" with Timberlands on. Okay? He's a little guy. But when I say his fundamentals of playing the center position, I like what I see. And this man should be starting for a starting position for the San Francisco 49ers. He looked damn good. I like Drake Nugent a lot. Now, that guard, Isaac, I don't know his name because he shouldn't make the roster, but he's going to make the roster because he's an international player. He looks stinky too. But he's going to make the roster because he's an international player, and the 49ers do the PR work of having an international player, so he'll make the roster. But he's stinky. He's very stinky. Yeah. There's a word for that, but I'm not going to say that on live because you know what? I believe that everybody deserves to have an opportunity to be in America. But I'm not going to say it, but I'm thinking it. I don't know, y'all. Things is looking pretty spooky right now. Looking pretty spooky. Okay. All the main starters for the 49ers did not play. And we knew that. We knew going into this that we wasn't going to have no starters in there, okay? But from the people that we drafted, I like what I saw. I like what I saw. Okay? I definitely like what I saw. CJ West. Is his name CJ West, number 99? Yeah. CJ West. You are the prime definition of what we call a practice player. Because everything that they talked about in practice and one-on-ones of what you was doing, how you was just whooping ass and taking names, I didn't see that in the game. You are a practice player, and I see why you was drafted where you was drafted at. Now, can you be better? Can you improve? Absolutely. But when you go against people that you don't know, you don't got that dog in you. Okay, you only got that dog in you when you actually know the man next to you and you know his personality. You are a practice player. Because what I saw, I see why you were drafted where you was drafted. Because journalists all in the 49ers organization was hyping up CJ West. CJ West. He's just kicking ass and taking names. CJ West. CJ West. I don't know how he was drafted where he was drafted. No, we saw tonight why he was drafted and where he was drafted. When you don't know a guy and you don't know his personality and you trying to figure out him, okay, you ain't that person. You ain't that dog. You're not him. I don't think you're better than Khalil Davis. I don't think CJ West is better than Khalil Davis. Maybe in practice, he's better than Khalil Davis, but actually in the game, we saw it today. Khalil Davis should have had 2 sacks. Khalil Davis has done this before. Khalil Davis is a real professional athlete in the NFL. He just can't stay healthy. CJ West, yeah. But hey, we'll see. Anything can happen any given Sunday. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. You need to stop reading what you see on social media, my friend, okay? Because you started to believe your hype. And today we saw when you was going against whole food workers, what you actually can do. Because if you was really that dog that people, all the journalists that's never played the game of football saying that what you are, you would have been whooping ass and taking names. You would have had at least 3 sacks. They would have put you on the sideline like you're done for the day. But no, you played damn near a whole game. Because now they got film on you. And if Robert Saleh's the great coach that he is, he's going to coach you up. And if I was your defensive line coach, I would be calling you out. I would be calling you out immediately, okay? Because they want to see that practice warrior. They want to see that person. They don't want to see the person that they drafted in the 6th round or 5th round, wherever you was drafted. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that guy. That's the guy they don't want to see. But you got to prove them otherwise. You got to prove them different. Got to show improve. I'm trying to think. Who else? Nobody else really stood out to me except that. Those are the only people that really stood out to me. I already talked about Flowers and how I would definitely have him in the hot seat, okay? I wouldn't cut Flowers, but he would at least have a meeting to make him think he was going to get cut. Because there's no reason why you should give up a touchdown with 10 seconds left, okay? You know they're going to try to go over the top. This is a preseason game. Well, at least common sense would say, hey, they might want to go over top. You might want to look into that. You might want to check for that, okay? You might want to. I don't know, y'all. Anything else? Any other players stood out to y'all? Anybody else stood out to y'all that we should talk about? Nothing else. I'm not going to hold y'all ransom on here. I'm not going to do that. But last but not least, the individual that I do want to talk about, Spencer Burford. Yes. Spencer, this is very difficult for me to talk about because I think you're an amazing person. Bobby, we're going to talk in 1 second. I'm going to read out 1 second, but I got to talk about Spencer Burford, okay? Because I want to make sure when I talk about 49er players, I want to be able to be honest. Even if I do have a personal relationship with them, I want to be able to speak freely and speak honest. I don't know what the hell that was, Spencer. And we're probably going to talk later tonight or tomorrow. We're going to talk while we play Madden, but I don't know what the hell was going through your head today. You was laid off the ball. You was getting beat around the corner. Your fundamentals of playing the left tackle position, I'm going to be honest, was stinky. It was trash. And I expect so much more from you because you've been in the game and you've been with the 49ers for some years now. This isn't your first rodeo, my brother. This is not your first rodeo. And the way you played tonight, it made me feel like you didn't love the game. And I know you do because I've talked to you. We talk football. I know how much you love the game. So I want to give you the benefit of the doubt and the grace to say you just had a bad game. And the defensive end you was going against, that's a real defensive end. He going to bend the corner, he going to stretch, and he going to get to that quarterback. But I don't know if it was like, it's not your first time playing left tackle because you're literally, your job that you're going after is playing left tackle, being the swing tackle for the 49ers. Damn near trying to be the starting right tackle for the 49ers. And the way you played tonight, unacceptable. I don't care if people record this right now, clickbait it, send it to you. I don't care, my friend, because I just expect more from you going against the competition you went against tonight. Yes, the defensive end that you went against too, he's not no crumb. That's not no crumb defensive end. I don't even know the dude's name, but that's not no scrub. That's a grown-ass man that got grown-ass kids that do grown man shit. But the way you played tonight, Spencer, that was not okay. You would get Brock Purdy messed up playing the way you played tonight. And it really did look like you just have not worked at left tackle at all. It was literally you just playing Ole with a bull. Ole and just letting the bull go right past you, hit the quarterback. It was nasty, dog. It was nasty. It was sickening. And I hate to watch that for you because I know how much you love the game of football. So I'm expecting for you to come out next week and have a different attitude, watch film on what you did wrong. I don't know if it's because you couldn't hear the snap. I don't know what it was, but I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt and saying you just couldn't hear the quarterback hike the ball. I'm just going to say that, dog. Like, people can say that, hey, I'm being soft on him because that's my boy. He's not my boy. He's just my dog. There's levels to this shit. And I just got to call what I see. But you're going to be making a lot of money playing for the 49ers doing that type of crap. I can't condone. I'll never condone that. And I want you to get paid, brother. I want you to get your money. That's a fact. I want you to get all the money from these owners. But that was caca. That was trash. That was not good. I'm going to head to the comments right now on Facebook first. I'm going to read the comments first on Facebook, and then I'll go to YouTube and TikTok. You guys will be last. So load up the comments right now, TikTok and YouTube, and then I will read y'all last, okay? Welcome back, Salah. Yeah, his passion, second to none. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Man, our backups is beside Jones. Jeez, yeah, I hope they are watching tape. Listen, Bobby, I'm going to be honest with you. I said it earlier, but you probably didn't hear me when I said it. The 89 to 90% of the guys that played tonight, okay, will be applying for UPS, Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, shipping and receiving, okay? You might get one that works in finance. You might get another one that might sell life insurance. That's not my joke. Someone gave me that joke. Okay, but these are guys that you're not going to be seeing them on a Sunday. These are guys that are going to be hoping and praying that somebody gets injured and hoping and praying that a team is willing to give someone an opportunity for a practice squad. And they need to stop going after a practice squad and they need to go get a real job and take care of their families. I'm just being honest with you. Just being honest. Don't hate the messenger. Just love the message. Because it's tough. The NFL is a tough place. And if you ain't got your mind together and you're not prepared to deal with the adversity or in a financial place to just be traveling around the country trying to make a practice squad, if you are traveling around from practice squad to practice squad to practice squad thinking that you're good enough to make the NFL, I'm going to be honest with you, you're not good enough to make the NFL. You're not. Because if they really liked you, they would sign you to a contract. And if you're a practice player, they're going to tell you all the hype key words. So like, yo, like we really do like you. We just need you to work on these things. And you're not going to be working on those things as a practice player. No, I'm going to tell you the things that you're going to be doing as a practice player in the NFL. Okay? Trust me, I know. Sleeping with random women, barely making it to practice, shopping, flying women in, playing video games. That's what you'll be doing on the practice squad on an NFL team. That's all you're doing. And then coming in and running the opposing team that's coming in plays. That's it. And you never actually take the game seriously. And probably every year, there's probably about less than 3% of those guys that were on a practice squad the year before actually make a roster. You're just a body. You're just a victim to your love of the game that you really don't love. Don't kill the messenger, but love the message. TikTok. I'm reading you guys right now. What you guys saying on TikTok? I know you're probably going crazy on TikTok right now. Let's see. Anything good? Anything good? Wow, you guys are actually calm. I got a gift. Yo, I appreciate the gift. Wow. I see y'all. Wow, I got some follows. TikTok, I appreciate y'all. Anything else we need to talk about? Anything else? Anything else good? I feel like y'all was expecting me to be this nice guy tonight, but there's nothing to really be nice about. Okay? It was good to watch a couple of local guys from the Bay Area get their opportunity to play for the team that they grew up watching, okay? But I'm ready for the real meat and potatoes, okay? That's all this was. Local guys getting an opportunity to play. Anything else that we should discuss? Anything else we need to talk about? I love y'all for supporting me. I love y'all. I appreciate the faithful talk. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be nothing without y'all. I really would not be nothing without y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all built this platform up to over 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube, 7,000 on Facebook. That's because of y'all, the faithful, who want to be faithful and talk the real about the 49ers. And y'all on TikTok, the 2,000 of y'all on TikTok. I appreciate y'all too. Anything else? Anything good? No? I'm reading the comments on Facebook right now. Anything else that y'all want to discuss? I got to be honest with you. I don't know how journalists report on preseason games. I don't know. But I'm watching it and I'm realizing it's not easy. It's not easy. Because that level of football is cock-a-doodle-doodle trash. This is the level of football, just the incompetence of I can't think of the quarterback's name right now off the top of my head. Number 14, yeah. I'm gonna be telling you put the fries in the bags in about 2 weeks. Because you, my friend, you are not your dad's son. You were horrible. But I already said that before. I'm not gonna say that again. All right. That is it, y'all. That is it. Hold on. Matter of fact, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel.